Yeah. Now, I want law enforcement, right, to enforce child protection laws. The fraud laws, I want you to enforce them, the actual laws of the United States. Conspiracy laws, it could be considered conspiracy. Yeah. When the coach's wife notifies the prosecuting attorney that issues a 2 count criminal complaint, yeah, where the allegation was I was in Brennan, Washington, and I was emailing the employees of the Brennan School District. Yes. Could be an athletic department, civil rights coordinator, conspiracy between Brennan and the Quilcene school districts. Oh, and then there are those color of law violations where I did want you to enforce the laws. Mm. Now, could someone in a police department, a sheriff's department, the FBI, Homeland Security, yes, mandatory reporters, any person that is legally or professionally liable for the enforcement of the laws, call Child Protective Services. Now, I'm not calling them pooch. I emailed them thousands of times, thousands of times. Now, it is actual child abuse, kidnapping, child abduction, and obstructing my child custody of my 5 sons. Inform them that my sons are in the wrong grades. Could you call CPS? Now, I've emailed them the documentation of fraud. Yes. Every employee of Child Protection Services that thinks that I have to talk to them, they're wrong. The law enforcement does, the mandatory reporters, the oaths of office that had sworn they would support and defend the Constitution, even those attorneys and the attorney oaths that said we would support the laws of the state of Washington and the Constitution of the state of Washington. I have really attempted to contact, as I said, every person that I can sue for all of their assets and have them imprisoned for their knowledge. Now, I told you that before I went to court last Wednesday. I'm going to want my sons removed from the school. Yes. I'm going to want custody of them, and I want your fraudulent court orders, ouch, that are preventing me from interfering in the custody of the petitioner. Yes. That did not acknowledge the protection order. Ouch. That my wife, yes. Now, I can't interfere. That's what the protection order says. So I want you to interfere, Sheriff. I want you to call Child Protective Services and tell them that my sons are in the wrong grade. Now, there was one other individual that I'm concerned about. Yes. Her name is Marilyn Van Proyen. She's involved in a little fraud that used a picture of my sister Susan Bowers. Yes. I'm wanting to sue her husband, Mike Van Proyen. Yes, for receiving all the court notices for the last 6 years. Right. The theft of all my personal items. Yes. And then the turning of the electricity off on me in the middle of winter in 2012. Now, Marilyn Pooch, I am really somewhat concerned about her involvement in this. And I thought that she did not want to live with Mike because this is a picture of Susan Bowers, yes, holding Legina. Yeah. This is Marilyn Van Proyen, or maybe this is, or there's a possibility well, some of these look like Marilyn Van Proyen. I haven't seen her for about 4.5 years. Yes, I would like to see her. In fact, I would like to speak to her. Now, if you could arrest her husband for involvement in the fraud and conspiracy of depriving me of my rights, yes, I'd like to speak to Marilyn about why it is that my sister, Susan Bowers, yes, is holding a picture of a little black girl that may or may not be her adopted daughter from Haiti. Yeah. Now, if you could just enforce those laws today, I'd like to speak to her. Could you get her my phone number? Oh. Now, I did mention, okay, um, that Mike is very much involved in all of this fraud and conspiracy. And as much as you want me to look like I'm crazy, I'm actually not. You arrested me multiple times? Yes. Yes, yes. I did do quite a bit of jail time. I want to appeal all the decisions of this court right now. I want this to go right to the Supreme Court of the United States, and for every judge, for every oath,